Do you have a tip? Wait a moment. Do you have a tip how to stop, to be able to stop being that kind of individual? To be able to come in this oneness
No, not at all. There is nothing here that's for the seeker. So as far as the individual seeker is concerned, the me is concerned, there's nothing here for them at all. Anyone who thinks they come here to get something has come to the wrong place. This is the only meeting you'll find in Munich and probably in Europe that as far as the me or the individual is concerned is utterly and completely pointless. There's nothing here for the seeker because of course the me is an illusion. It's an inconstant construct that arises and falls away every day. It has no reality. It believes it does, it feels it does, but actually it has no reality. So there's no way that the me can suddenly do something not to be me. Because it's like an illusion trying to dispel an illusion. So this message here gives no advice of any sort because it doesn't recognise that there's anyone to give advice to. As far as this perception is concerned, there's no one in this room. There aren't any me's here. There are bodies here that might pretend to be me or believe they are me, but actually that's an illusion. And what seems to happen is that in some way or other, that the dynamic of that energy, which is completely without anything for the seeker and has nothing to offer, the dynamic of that energy starves the seeking energy. It gives nothing to the seeker at all. And it's quite apparent that what's being said here is that there is nowhere to go and nothing to do and no one to go anywhere. The dynamic of that message, strangely enough, can collapse the whole seeking energy. But of course the other thing about this is that it's not really so much what concepts are shared here, what understanding is shared here, because it's not to do with understanding. It's essentially something that's energetic. So what's being talked about here tonight is only an excuse for something else to happen. And all the talking in the world will never get you anywhere, because all questions really seek an answer, and there is no answer, because this is the answer. Life is the answer. So there isn't an answer. As far as the seeker is concerned, it's already recognised that all seeking is utterly and completely futile. So for the seeker, it's a hopeless position. It's utterly hopeless.
So if you have a certain target,
you
want to reach, you want to solve a problem, for example, and the question is how to behave yourself. If you want to solve a problem, it's hard to think about doing nothing.
Okay, so as I said in the beginning, there's a story that arises. Directly the energy of separation enters the body, there's a contraction and a sudden sense of identity at a very early age. Suddenly the child becomes a person, you could say, in very simple terms. And it grows up in a world where it believes and is taught that it's in a world where it can take action to solve a problem. This is part of the story. It's an illusion. The whole thing is a total illusion. It's a circular story in which you think you can solve problems by taking action. That is the dilemma. And the dilemma is that you live in a world, in a circular world, trying to solve problems. In the end, trying to even become enlightened. But it never happens because you're in a circle on the move all the time. The me is always living in what could be and can never recognise what already is. So it's always looking for something that it's never lost. So The idea, you know, what you come here to hear, but it may not be heard, and a lot of people don't listen, is there is no problem to be solved. There's no problem. It's only the me that thinks there's a problem, because the me has moved into a world of being separate. This is about death. This is about an actual death. It's the end of you. It's about the end of you. But you can't bring about your own end.
I have to think about it.